sport of competitive powerlifting challenges the strength, discipline, and determination of its athletes. Competitions consist of three main lifts: the squat, the bench press, and the deadlift. Each competing athlete makes 3 attempts within each discipline. The highest weight achieved on each lift is then summed to form the athlete's total. Competitions are categorized by weight classes. The athlete with the highest total in their weight class at the end of the competition is the winner. In the case of a draw, the lifter with the lighter body weight will take out the title. There are 3 referees on the platform who will each determine if the lift falls within the rules of the federation. A white light indicates that the lift is good, while a red light indicates that part of the lift fell outside of the rules. Each referee sits on a different angle, so all will have a slightly different viewpoint. If an athlete achieves 2 or more white lights, the lift is considered a good lift. If the athlete receives 2 or more red lights, the lift is unsuccessful and will not count to their total. The athlete must achieve at least 1 good lift in each discipline to proceed through the competition. The first lift performed in competition is the back squat. The athlete must stand completely motionless after unracking the bar, with their knees locked and torso in an upright position. Once in the correct position, the head referee will give the squat command. A good lift is awarded where the knees and hips are locked, adequate depth is reached, there is no downward movement of the bar, and all commands are followed.
Everyone, welcome to session 1 of Mega Nationals 2025 at Camperdown Quarters here in Sydney. I am Ajwa and I'm joined here with Emily. We're going to be your commentators for this first session. In this session we have in Flight A, we have the Masters 1 women. We have the 52s, 57s, and 63s. Just running through the lifters. So in the under 52 class, we have Natalie Bartolo nominated in first place. We then have Tao Pham as well. So Tao Pham is nominated second. And then we have Megan Hinchley nominated in third. Natalie is forecasted to be quite ahead, but it will be a tight battle nonetheless for those podium spots. In the 57 class, we have Maiko Okamoto nominated in first, Helen Frank nominated second, and Mary Slater nominated third. In the 63 class, we have Megan Travado nominated and forecasted in first place at the moment. Then we have Victoria Saravastos in second place. And now moving on to Flight B.
So we've got Masters 1 and Masters 2 women. We've got the under 69s and under 76s today.
2 minutes to lift off.
2 minutes to go. In the Masters 1 under 69, forecasted in first place at the moment, we've got Michelle. Not going to be able to pronounce that surname. Do you know the pronunciation?
I don't.
And in Masters 2 under 69, forecasted in first place at the moment, we've got Alicia Pace. Masters 2 women in the under 76, we've got Kylie Dwyer in first place at the moment. But only openers are in, so we'll see what happens.
Perfect. So we've just got a minute and a half until liftoff and until Mega Nationals for 2025 begins. It's going to be a few days packed full of battles and just an amazing experience. So if you come down, it'll be an amazing experience for you. The stage looks amazing.
Looks great, yeah. Crowd's filling in already.
Yes, crowd's filling in. Nice and early on a Wednesday.
Minute to go. We've got Sharon lifting first,
1 minute to kick
kicking us off. Another Tassie woman.
First lifters
Only
should be
Tassie woman in
heading
this
downstairs shortly.
group, I think.
Yes.
First off today, we have Sharon opening on 95 kilos.
Sharon's going to open us up with a 95 kilo squat this morning. Very impressive opener for a 52 kilo woman.
Yes.
Over double body weight for everyone starting out.
Yeah.
No, it's not. That's bad enough.
That's I was just going to agree with you. Yep, I believe you. So Sharon's best lift that I have here is 100 kilos, and she's opening on 95. So we can definitely expect an attempt at a PB today.
Bars loaded for Sharon.
Coached by Kelly Mann and handled today by Jeremy Fraser from Catalyst Strength. Very nice opener from Sharon.
Very snappy. Shouldn't have any issues.
No,
Yep, three white lights with that one.
Perfect.
Oh. Next up, we've got Mary. Good lift for Sharon.
First for the session.
Next up,
We've got Mary Slater opening on 97.5.
we've got Mary lift starting with 97.5 for her opener.
Bars loaded for Mary.
So Mary's in the 57 kilo class now. from WA,
Bars loaded for Mary.
training out of Strength Club and handled by Jacob Sofianos today.
Crowd's getting around her already.
Let's see those lights.
Looks good. Oh,
Oh,
3
unfortunately,
reds.
3 reds, so that's for depth.
Yeah.
So with squats, you need to make sure that you hit appropriate depth. So your hip grease has to be lower than the top of the knee joint. So in that sense, Mary didn't quite get there. So that was an easy squat though. So just needs to hit that depth on the next one.
Yeah. Wonder if she'll go up or
Yeah, we'll
take
see.
it again.
So
We'll see
yeah,
what she's
some
put
lifters
in.
opt to go up, some stay the same. But it's important to know that you can't go back down. So we'll see what she decides to do. Next we have Tennille Tross in the 52 kilo class from Victoria, handled and coached by Victor Liu. Tennille is nominated 3rd in this stacked weight class. Nice and smooth opener for
good.
Tennille. 3 whites, perfect.
She's a very narrow stance.
She does, yes.
It always looked a bit slow, but probably just her stance.
I think so, yeah. Just the
do
way
that
that
one
she
quickly.
squats. She's happy with that one, so we might see a healthy jump on the next one. So next we have Tao Pham from WA opening on 107.5 kilos. Tao is also a part of the APA board, so she's quite involved with APA.
Looks confident.
Yes.
Coming out.
It's been lifting for a few years now. Tao is nominated 2nd in the under 52 class. She's represented Australia 3 times, so she's no stranger to competition.
Looks pretty good. See what the ref's saying.
Yes, 3 white lights for Tao, perfect. Another narrow stance and an interesting technique.
Interesting setup, isn't
so
it?
because with the rules you have to be as upright as possible to get the start command, but when you get that start command you can lean over into that position that feels most natural to you. So Tao takes advantage of that and it works well for her clearly. So
Almost thought she was going to good morning it there.
well, that was 5 kilos under her best, so that
Wow.
moved pretty well. So cool. Next we've got Maiko coming out with 110 kilos. Also from WA, this is only her 2nd year competing and her first nationals. Very speedy.
Yeah, that looks good. What do they say? Are they happy?
3
3 white
whites,
lights.
perfect.
Yep. She's happy. Big
Yes.
smiles.
That's what we like to see for an opener. Nerves shaken off. I know I absolutely hate my opener squat because I'm very nervous. So
Oh, I know. I'm shaking on the way down.
love to get that on the board.
Yeah, Natalie up next with 112.5.
Nominated 1st in this weight class and the one to beat for sure. Handled by Aiden Potts and trains out of Hunter Performance. Smooth opener.
Looks good.
3 white
3
lights.
white lights.
Perfect.
Same weight for
She
Victoria.
says it's good.
Yes. That's what we like to see.
Pass loaded for Victoria.
Now we've got Victoria also doing 112.5.
And Victoria's in the 63 kilo class today.
Trains out of Melbourne Strength Culture.
Yes, out in Vic, handled by Didier today. Very nice opener.
Yeah, one of the wider stances we've seen
Yes.
so far. Suppose as we start to get one red
One red for depth
from the centre ref.
from the centre row.
Next up,
Yeah.
Megan Hinchley.
Still a good lift though.
Same weight.
Same weight for Megan, 112.5.
Yes, and today we don't have a jury, so if there is a 2-to-1 good lift, that'll remain. It won't be challenged by anyone today, so no need to be nervous if you have one red. If you're opening on 112.5 today, popular number.
Looked pretty good. Looked
Yes.
like she almost jumped the squat command there. I don't
Almost,
think she
yes,
did,
yeah,
but
all good.
good recovery though. Looked like she was a bit unsure of that
Could
one.
be nerves, could be nerves. Just want to
Could
get
be
it out of the
nerves.
way and do
Yeah.
your squat.
Took
Makes
her a bit to get it. Was it
Yes.
her knees, do you reckon? A bit soft?
Yeah, I think that was the issue that they were looking at. So yeah, as long, along with being upright in the starting position, the knees need to be locked. So the refs are looking for that, especially because she was wearing the A7 sleeves. They're a bit stiffer.
Yeah.
It can be a bit harder to
Harder to straighten your knees.
straighten your knees. So it might take a little bit longer.
Next up, we've got Helen. She's 117.5 in the 57s.
Handled by Maddie B and coached by Maddie B. Sydney local.
That
Very
looks
nice
pretty
and
good.
stacked squat. Yeah, nice technique. 3 whites. Perfect. And we're on to the last of the openers of Flight A, with Megan Travado opening at 127.5 in the 63 kilo class. And Megan is a Masters 1.
Bars loaded.
Big opening squat.
Yeah, here I have her best squat as 135, so definitely
not
gunning
far
for a
off.
PB today. Could be on the second, depending how this opener moves.
Yeah, let's see.
Handled by Aiden Potts today.
Crowd's getting around her.
Yes. Nice opener from Megan.
Yeah, looks good.
3
3 whites.
Perfect.
Good work by her.
Depending on how much she jumps from first to second, we could see a PB or an equal PB on the second.
Back on to
97.5 kilos.
second attempts. Mary didn't go up. She's back on to
Yeah, decided to
97.5.
reattempt. I think that's wise.
Yeah, especially for your squat. You want something
Yes,
on the
you
board.
want something on the board.
Moved quite well. So
Yeah,
as
just
long
need
as
to
she
get
gets
that
depth.
little bit deeper.
Yeah.
Another person opting for the A7s, again, they can have that difficulty sometimes with reaching depth.
Looked a bit deeper.
It did look better. Let's see if the refs are happy with that one this time.
Yeah,
Perfect.
three
Three white
white
lights on the board. Sigh of relief from Mary. Can continue with the competition now.
So
Perfect.
Sharon, her second lift is 100
We've got
kilos.
Sharon, 100 kilos, which is her equal comp PB.
Yes,
Last
perfect.
load
On the
for
second.
Sharon.
So it's her first comp with her new coach, Kelly Mann. So we'll see how she goes, see what improvement she can make.
Let's go, Sharon.
Nice second from
Looks pretty
Sharon.
good.
That's a
Three
good
white.
lift.
Perfect. I think she went onto her heels slightly out of the hole, so I think there's still at least 2.5 there for her. If she can nail that tech, and she does tend to jump 2.5 from her second to her third, so it's likely that we'll see that today. So now I've got Tennille.
112.5 Tennille's got on.
And this equals her best squat from what I'm seeing.
Big sniff of ammonia to come
Yes.
on out. I'm liking her colour coordination.
It is, yes, it's nice, isn't it?
Even with
Nice
the
kit.
hair and
Yeah,
the
all
socks
of it, all of it.
matching.
So Tennille's best is actually 118 kilos. So she's come from USAPL and she's won her category 2 years in a row.
Looks good. Don't think depth will be an issue.
No,
Three
three
whites.
Three
whites.
white lights.
Stuck with that squat. Slight grind, but her first squat we noticed that she may just be a slower lifter, so that may be pretty standard for her. Some people squat slow, some people squat fast, so see what she opts for on that third. So now I've got Tao coming out with 112.5 kilos for her second attempt.
This is her best ever.
Yes.
Equal PB.
Equal PB on the second.
More
Great
than-
position to be in.
Already more than she did last comp if she gets this.
Yes. Very low bar position from Tao, which is also why she tends to fold over quite a bit after she gets that start command.
Good mobility with her shoulders to get into
Yeah,
that
could have
position.
did that. Smooth second for that to be an equal
Looks
PB. We'll see if the refs agree. Three whites, perfect.
Doesn't look like an equal PB.
Not
Looks
at all.
easy.
Not at all. Good position to be in from Tao, especially if she's trying to catch Natalie for that top spot. So executing really well at the moment. So next we've got Maiko for 117.5 kilos. Maiko comes from a weightlifting background and still weightlifts today. So she's been strength training for quite a long time. Just second year in powerlifting specifically. So see how she goes in powerlifting.
It's interesting to see people that have done a lot of strength training and they're
Mm.
quite successful in powerlifting
Yeah.
a lot of the time.
And the crossover.
Yeah. What about refining your technique? And
Yeah.
can imagine she'd be pretty comfortable in a competition as well, coming
Yes,
from
that's true.
weightlifting.
Yeah, that too. So This will be a 5 kilo PB if that's what I'm reading. Very nice.
Oh, that looks good. 3 white lights.
Perfect.
She looks very happy.
Yeah, so a 2.5 kilo PB. No, 5 kilos.
5
yeah,
kilo
5
PB.
kilo PB.
Almost second.
Moving like that. Very nice.
Next up, we've got Megan. She's also lifting 117.5.
Same again.
Another person colour coordinating.
Yes.
Orange A7s.
So Megan's been lifting for quite a while. Her first competition was in 2010, but she did take a break, and first year competing since 2018.
Wow.
Smooth second from Megan.
Good.
Good lift for Megan
Is
Hinchley.
that a PB for her as well? Yeah, best. 110, I'm seeing.
In the past couple of years, yeah.
Yeah,
The best ever is 130. But when you do take a break from powerlifting and move on to other things, you take
Do you count it as
anything.
a PB again?
I would. I would.
Next up, we've got Natalie on to 120.
Yeah, so the front runner for this weight class.
And a huge squat.
Huge squat. This is half a kilo under her best ever. Better than her opener, I thought.
Yeah.
In terms of speed.
Yeah,
Pretty
she's
wide.
getting comfortable now.
Next up, Victoria with 122.5 kilos, followed by Helen and Megan
Perfect.
from Barclay.
Can expect to be going for a PB on that next squat.
A record, perhaps. What's the...
Yeah, it could be a record.
Yeah, we'll see what she goes for.
Bars loaded.
Bar is loaded for Victoria. She's coming out with 122.5.
Taking a 10 kilo jump. Handles the 10 kilo jump quite well.
Yeah,
Nice
no
reward
worries
effort.
there.
Nice smooth lift. 127.5.
Next we have 127.5 for Helen, also opting for a 10 kilo jump.
Bars loaded for Helen.
Big clap from the crowd for Helen.
Helen's best is 130 kilos, so it's just 2.5 kilos under.
A little bit slow, but she doesn't look rattled.
3
Three
white.
Helen.
She's happy with it.
A lot of green on the board.
Could expect an equal PB on the third, or if they think there's more, could expect a 2.5 kilo PB. Next we've got Megan coming in with 135 kilos for
Bars loaded.
the last squats in the second attempts for this flight.
She looks excited. She looks happy to be
Yes.
there.
Megan's best is 135, so looking to equal that on the second. Very nice. Lots of energy.
Yeah, we haven't seen
Very
a grind
happy
so
with that.
far.
No, not yet. 3 white lights. Perfect. Going for a PB on the third. So now we're moving on to the third round of our squats in the first flight. So we've got Mary starting with 102.5 kilos. So this is going to be 7.5 kilo under her best, but when you do miss your opener, you just want to solidify anything you can and
strong.
make sure you get some lifts on the board
Yeah, get your confidence back up
Yeah,
for bench and deadlifts.
and just smash the rest of the day. Moves very well.
It's comfortable. What do you reckon about depth? Do you think it was
Yeah, I'd say
Yeah.
it's right on, but yeah,
good
just one from the
lift?
front, so good
Same
lift.
Sharon's up next for the same weight.
Sharon coming out with the same weight. This will be a 2.5 PB for her, and I don't think she's had much luck with PBs on squats, so hope she gets this one.
It'd be good to secure it.
Finishing off strong.
Upping that 2.5 kilo jump, as we suspected.
Oh,
Nice third.
bit of a grind, but I don't think she'll have issues with it.
Perfect. 3 white lights secures the PB. Happy with that.
Tennille's up next with 117.5 kilos.
Next we have Tennille with 117.5 kilos. So Tennille's best is 118, but so the only way that you can chip and not jump 2.5 is if it is a record. So Tennille has to opt for either 117 or 120 and has opted for 117 today.
Big scream
Big
before she
scream.
comes out. We love it.
Give some support. Fire it up, Tennille.
Haven't had much hype yet. It's nice to see.
Yeah, especially for the thirds. It's your last squat for the day. May as well put everything into it.
That's it.
Sorry, are you still working on it? The next
Not quite there for Tennille.
Unfortunately, that's a no left. Operator
Not
two.
today, but still secures a
Towers up next
112
for the same
kilo
weight.
squat. And still walks off with a smile. So same weight with for Tao. 117.5 kilos.
This PB for her. 5 kilo PB.
I'm just having a look at that. Yeah, 5 kilo
Fast
PB
left
for
for
Tao. We'll be getting fired up for this one.
Everyone's around her.
Hang on. Big grind from Tao. What do the refs say? 3 white lights, secures a 5 kilo PB.
She's happy. Good attempt selection, I reckon,
Very
on
good
that one.
attempt selection.
Bang on.
Next up we have Mako with 122.5 kilos.
So next we have Micro with 122.5 kilos. which is a
10 kilo PB. Nice.
Huge
Last
PB.
loaded for Mako.
The bar is loaded for Maiko. All smiles coming out.
Yeah, she looks happy to be here.
Yes.
Having a good day so far.
Very easy, to be honest. 3 white
Yeah,
lights.
very fast.
Very happy coming off the platform.
Flight B, you have 5 minutes to change your openers.
So we've got Megan Hinchley next, opting for the
Last
same
load
weight
for
for 122.5 kilos. Big grind from Megan.
Slowing the way up, but 2 reds.
For depth,
Depth,
unfortunately.
yeah.
There was also one ref that didn't put their arm down before the front ref, which is fine. But if a side ref doesn't put their arm down and then the chief ref decides to give the starting signal, that ref can't give a white because they weren't happy with the starting position. So that already gives you a red light.
Yep.
So then you've got 2 there. So next we've got Natalie with 125 kilos. So I was having a look and the record is 149 kilos set by Liz Craven.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So
bit rough.
A bit far there. Liz isn't competing today, but she will be at Worlds in 4.5 weeks' time.
Yeah, probably a bit close to have those, isn't it?
Just a bit too heavy today.
Too heavy today for Natalie. Victoria is up next with 127.5 kilos.
But still in good position
No more
to
changes to openers
finish
for flight
in
B.
first place today. But Tao is having a great day as well, so we'll see how that goes throughout the day.
It looks like they're quite similar on bench too, so.
Yeah, a lot of big benches coming up as well. So next we've got Victoria with 127.5 kilos.
Last loaded for Victoria.
So I have here that her best is 112.5. So huge PB.
Big
if she gets
PB.
this.
Big PB anyway, it looks like, on her
Yeah.
second. Nice to get it on her third though as well.
Very nice attempt selection.
That's good. Slows down a little to see if the refs are happy.
Refs
Yeah,
are
3
happy.
white lights.
Perfect.
3 white lights.
15 kilo PB.
Helen Frank.
Next up we've got Helen with 130.
We'll be rolling straight into flight B shortly. Bar is loaded for Helen.
Bar is loaded. Opting for 2.5 kilo jump, as we suspected. This will be a 5 kilo PB if she gets this. Right on for attempt selection. We'll see
Yeah.
if the refs are happy with that, and they are. Great white light.
Yep.
Perfect. Walks away with the
Last lift for
PB.
this flight.
Now we've got a record coming up, it looks like. 140 for Megan.
140
Yeah.
kilos.
So this is to break her own record. So the record was 135 kilos. So now she's going to extend that by 5 kilos. Her second was nice and speedy.
Big jump. As you said, she could have taken any weight over
Yeah, so she could
135.
have chipped if she wanted, but she decided to go for the clean 140. Oh, perfect attempt
Looks
selection.
good.
Ada knows what he's doing. Three
White
white
light.
Very
She's very happy.
Very nice. And that's the end of squats for the first flight. So we go right into flight B. So we're starting with Fiona Wallace with 97.5 kilos.
Fiona is opening on 97.5 kilos.
So Fiona is a Masters 2 76 kilo lifter. So in this group, we've got a few Masters 1 and Masters 2 lifters in the same group.
Bar's loaded for Fiona.
The bar is loaded. Fiona being handled by Liz Craven, who I mentioned before, holds the Masters 1 records in the 52s and 57 class.
Couple of open records. So
Yes, and open records. Liz is a very, very good lifter, lifting for a very long time as well. Smooth opener from Fiona. Very light.
Good lift for Fiona.
She
On
looks
the
happy
board,
with that.
Yes. I love the relief that you can see as soon as they rack the bar and get their 3 whites from that first squat opener.
Yeah, it's a bit like I haven't bombed yet.
Bar's loaded for
And
Rachel.
the bar's loaded for Rachel with 102.5 kilos.
Also handled by Liz.
Yes, also handled by Liz.
I think she's got a few in this group.
Yes,
hasn't
she does. She does. And Rachel is a Masters 269 kilo lifter from ACT. Her best is 105 kilos, so we'll see how this moves. Very well. I imagine we'll be seeing a PB attempt on that second attempt.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Next
After
up,
that.
Shana with 105 kilos.
Next we've got Shana opening us up on 105 kilos.
Shana is also a M2 69 kilo lifter from
Bar's
WA.
loaded for Shana.
Competing since 2015. Handled by Kelly from Intrepid Australia.
Long way to come from WA.
It is a long way.
See how they handle the travel.
Time zone difference as well.
It's too, yeah.
Finishes the opener, and it is 3 white lights from the ref on the board. That was an equal PB on the opener. Can't complain.
No. She's not here to mess around today.
Exactly. Same weight for Sheena, 105 kilos
Bar is
on
loaded
the
for Sheena.
bar.
Let's go, Sheena.
Gives the spotters a fist bump on the way out.
Love it. Sheena is an M1 in the 69 kilo class. Another one from WA. Not sure if that was a misgroove by Sheena or if that's just how she achieves depth in the hole, but regardless, she's happy with it
Yeah.
and she's on the board. And
She's up next.
this is actually her second ever competition.
Oh,
So,
wow. And nationals.
Straight from a local to nationals. Next we have Christy with 107.5 kilos
Let's go,
in the
Christy.
69 kilo class.
Dyed her hair to match her suit. Love that.
Perfect. Christy is also an M1 and from ACT. Second year competing. First 3 lift nationals.
Very fast.
Very fast, very speedy opener. Exactly how you want it to look.
What did the ref say?
Unfortunately, though, the ref thought it was not depth. Very
No.
speedy, though. So
I reckon it was borderline, so I don't
Yeah.
think she'll have it the next round.
the coach may decide to go up, considering how quick it
Bars
was,
loaded for Pam.
or could take the safer route and stick with the same weight.
Next up, we've got Pam. She's opening us up with 112.5 kilos.
Also handled by Liz Craven. Nice and deep. Very, very deep.
Don't
No
think she's going to have
issues
issues there.
3 white lights.
Yeah, looks good. Very elaborate setup she's got there on the
Yeah.
squats.
Whatever works.
Yep.
Cougar Francis coming out with 120 kilos in the 69 kilo class. Big crowd for Francis.
Yeah, a lot of noise already. Getting around her.
So Masters is an M2 lifter from Sydney.
Bars loaded for Francis. 120 kilos on the bar.
Francis, her best squat is 140. Huge squat.
It's taking her time getting out of the rack. She's got plenty of time.
Very easy.
Takes a big step back.
3 white lights. Perfect.
Yeah.
Francis, next up. Kylie Dwyer with 120 kilos.
Got Kylie up next, also opening with 120
Amy,
kilos.
Michelle and Alicia. Bar is loaded for Kylie.
Ref's just checking something, making sure it's all good. Looks like she twisted a bit there.
A
but it
little
still
bit
looks
out of
pretty
a hole,
good.
but still 3 white lights. Happy with it.
Amy's up next. 122.5.
She's happy.
Yes. Next we have Amy with 122.5 kilos in the 69 kilo class.
Bars loaded for Amy.
Amy is a Masters 1 from WA. We have quite a few WA lifters here at Masters Mega Nationals.
Yeah, they seem to have a big crew over there.
They do.
Lots of WA. Very fast.
easy. Here I have her best squat as 112.
Nice squat. 3 white lights for Amy.
If that's right.
Michelle. 125
Got
kilos.
117, but it says best over is 115. So not sure. Either way, good lift for her.
117 it is.
100.
So still a 5 kilo PB on the opener. Next we have Michelle with 125 kilos,
Bars loaded for
also in the
Michelle.
69 kilo class. Another crowd favourite.
Nice opener.
Very easy.
Good lift for
3 white
Michelle.
lights.
I haven't seen too many issues with openers. No one's opening too
No.
heavy. A couple with depth, but
27.5 kilos.
everyone's looking all right.
So we're up to the last squat in the openers now with Alicia. We're opening with 127.5 kilos.
Bars loaded for Alicia.
Alicia's from Queensland. Training out of Perth Motion.
Pretty
Very
easy.
nice.
3 white
Three
lights.
white lights.
Thought it might have been a little high, but no worries for her.
Order.
Not a drama. Now we're up to the second attempt of the second flight of squats. Fiona starting us off with 102.5 kilos. Fiona's from
Bars loaded,
Victoria,
Fiona. Let's go, Fiona.
and it's her 4th nationals.
Experienced lifter.
Very experienced. Being nice and tight against that bar. So lifters have 1 minute from when the bar is loaded to get the squat signal.
A little bit
Grind.
slower than her first.
Another good lift for
2
Fiona.
whites there.
Good.
Secured it.
For
That-
depth?
Yeah, for depth. So just slightly high. And it was on the one side. Sometimes people's hips can be uneven. One's higher than the other. Next we've got Rachel coming out with 107.5 kilos.
Bars loaded for Rachel.
Moving like an opener.
Yeah, very smooth.
Let's add some weight on that bar.
1 red.
1 red, so that's a yellow card. So that could be for a range of things. Could be that she missed the signal.
112.5 kilos.
Yeah, I'm not sure what it was for.
Not sure on that one. I couldn't see anything, but
Yeah,
Bars
but yellow's
loaded
for a
Chrissy.
range of
Let's
things.
give her a
So
warm welcome. Try and get her over the line.
big cheer for Christy coming out.
yeah, so she's opted for 5 kilo jump, which I'm not surprised by. The opener
Yeah.
was quite easy, even though she missed it on depth. So
Very close on depth. It wasn't
very
a-
close. Yeah, very
yeah.
close. So just needs to sink it. Still very easy.
Very
Not sure about
fast.
depth. We'll see. Just
2
the one
whites.
though. She's made it through.
She's on the
Very
board
happy
now.
about it. On the board.
Shauna's next with 112.5 kilos.
Interesting to see what she goes to next.
Yeah.
How big a jump she
It's still
takes.
very easy.
Yeah.
So see how she goes. Same weight for Shauna now.
Let's go, Shauna.
Hits the rack a little bit, but
Not phased.
Not phased at all.
Little bit of a grind, but gets through it. 3 weight
Good
for a
lift.
Yeah.
5 kilo PB.
Sheena's up next. Same weight.
Next up we've got Sheena, also with 112.5.
Bars loaded for Sheena.
This looks like this will be a PB for her if she gets it.
Yeah, 2.5 kilo PB. Again, second comp ever, and it's a nationals.
It'll be interesting to see whether how she is in the hole this time, whether it was a misgroove
Yeah,
or
we'll
whether
see.
that's
Yeah,
how she
yeah.
lifts. Good recovery from hitting that rack.
Bit of a grind, but gets through it. There was a little bit of that shift into the heels, but not as much. So it could have been a slight misgroove on the first, but
Hands up.
recovers it well.
Yeah.
Gets the 3 weights.
120 kilos.
Looks like if she was lifting, she was focusing on her midfoot a bit more as she started. So small correction there, but looks good anyway. Next up, we've got Pamela lifting 120. I think this will be
Bars loaded
no,
for
not an
Pam.
equal
Let's go,
PB.
Pam.
Yeah, so Pamela's best is 130 kilos. Very nice second attempt, and with that squat, that puts her into 3rd place for the moment.
Pam, that's a good lift.
3 whites,
Very controlled
very controlled.
on
Yeah,
the way down and the way
very
up.
nice technique.
125 kilos.
Next, we've got 125 kilos for Kylie in the 76 kilo class. I think this will be a 5 kilo PB if successful.
Lots of PBs already.
Yeah, on the second. Good position to be in, because then you can do whatever you like on the third, and you're already happy with that PB on the second.
Yeah, you can go for it without risking too much.
Exactly. The bar is loaded for Kylie. Slight misgroove, but recovers very well from it.
Good lift.
One red.
That was for depth on the right.
Okay, looks quite deep from where I am.
Yeah, we
Must
can't
be
see
the other
that.
side.
Can't see that hip, so
Francis up next with
again, could be
110
uneven.
kilos. Followed by Amy. then
Next we
Alicia,
have Francis
and
with a
Michelle.
130
Bars
kilo
loaded.
squat. Opting for a 10 kilo jump. Crowd favourite. Nice second from Francis.
So,
3 white lights. Big squat from
Amy's
Francis.
up with 132.5.
132.5 for Amy next. 10 kilo jump.
Bars loaded for Amy.
Getting some bigger jumps in this
Go Amy.
Yeah,
flight.
we are in this flight. A few people opting for the 10 kilo jump. Nice second attempt from Amy.
Yeah, very fast.
Handling the 10 kilo jump well.
Oh,
unfortunately.
two
Two
reps
reps for depth, unfortunately, though. It was quite easy, so
Alicia's up.
Yeah.
we'll see what they decide to do for the next one. And I do see in the third round of squats, we do have a record squat up there.
Got a record now, actually.
Oh, does she?
135. We've
Oh.
got, with
we
Alicia,
do.
chipping her own record of 132.5.
And this will be a M2 69 kilo record. Nice and steady walkout. Sticks with it.
Slow, but it looks all right.
Looks right. Is depth good?
Yes,
Perfect.
3 white lights.
New record for the 69 kilo M2 women.
Alicia,
And still with a third to
Michelle
go,
from
so
Canberra is up next.
could extend that. But in the third round of squats, Francis is looking to take 137.5 kilos.
Michelle,
So
let's get this.
that may change things later down the track. Next we've got Michelle with 135 kilos. Another person opting for a 10 kilo jump. Michelle's in the M169 kilo class today. Smooth second, just looking if depth was good for the refs. Yeah, so this side I saw was slightly high, but still gets the 2 whites, so not a drama.
That's all you need.
Yes, that's all you need.
Top of the order, 105 kilos for Fiona.
Now we're on the last round of squats for today's first session. So we've got Fiona starting us off with 105 kilos, opting for a 2.5 kilo jump.
Do this.
Crowds around her as she comes out.
Finish it strong.
Nice and steady walk out.
Very nice grind from
Nice
Fiona.
fight from Fiona.
3 white lights. And I see here she's never missed a third, so she didn't want to break that streak today.
Choice on that.
Looks
It's very
really
happy
happy.
with
Her
that
and
one.
coach both happy.
Yeah, perfect.
Next up, we've got Rachel. Her last attempt is 110. 2.5 jump as well.
Bars loaded for
I think this will
Rachel.
be a 5 kilo PB if she gets it.
She looks confident, almost running out to the platform. Get it over and done with.
Still looking very easy like
Yeah,
all of her other
easy, huh?
attempts. 3 white lights, secures the PB. Very happy with that one. Coach and lifter.
Nice
Perfect.
Hopefully it hasn't taken too much out of her either, looking about how easy that was. So,
Well, now you've got more energy for deadlifts, isn't it?
yep.
Not a bad spot to be in. Next we've got Sheena with 115 kilos, opting for a 2.5 kilo jump.
Bars loaded for
The
Sheena.
bar is loaded for Sheena.
Let's get this.
If Sheena temporarily until we move into bench and deadlifts.
No, not quite
Just
there.
slightly too heavy today. She grooved that very well, I thought. Just
Yeah.
slightly too heavy. for today, but only a 2.5 kilo jump, so didn't leave too much on the table for that. Next we've got Shana with 117.5 kilos for her third attempt.
Bars loaded.
And this looks to be a 10 kilo PB if successful.
Huge PB.
Huge PB.
Go, Shana. Let's go. All you.
Oh, grinds through it.
Oh, no,
so
shakes her head.
close. There
She
were
looked
a
like she
couple
was still
sticking points.
trying
Yeah.
though, wasn't she?
She got through the first sticking point, and then there was another one, but didn't. Just gave it her all.
Yeah.
Christy's up next.
And the spotter's going to take it if she's shaking
Yeah,
her head saying
yeah,
no, grab it.
yeah. No, it's good, but as far as loaded.
Next up we've got Christy with 120. She's been moving them
Oh,
very
so
fast.
Christy-
Depth
She
has been
has.
an issue on her first,
Yes.
but very speedy on her second, so
Eyeing
she should
off
have
that
this
bar.
comfortably if she can get depth.
Just got to sink it. This will be a 5 kilo PB as well if successful, so a lot on the line here. Looking better.
Oh.
Too heavy.
None spotters, thank you.
May have gone a little bit too far back on the heels because it was surprising that it moved like that based on the second,
Yeah.
but you never know.
Good work by the spotters. That was a quick,
Yeah, that was a quick time.
quick drop. Yeah.
Followed by
Next we have
Kylie.
Pamela with 125 kilos. Currently in third place, but we'll move her into second if she grabs this.
Pam is at bars load for Pam.
And the bar is loaded.
Come Pam.
She's looking excited.
Ready to be done with squats.
You can tell our least
Me.
favourite lift.
Really? Yeah. Really? Tempo into the hole. Comes out. Happy.
Yeah, very smooth.
3 whites. 2 red bickies.
Well done, Pam.
Oh, and next up we've got Kylie with 130. Taking nice and neat 5 kilo jumps each time.
Bars loaded.
The bar is loaded.
Is this a 10 kilo PB?
From her last few competitions, yeah, it looks to be.
Not super smooth without unrack, but
Unfazed. Pushes through.
yeah, that was hers. Not in doubt, that one.
3 whites.
Very
Perfect.
light lights, and she's very happy.
Motion lifter happy. Next we have Amy coming out with 132.5 kilos. So Amy missed this on the second attempt and has decided to reattempt. I believe that was for depth, if I remember correctly. But it was quite fast.
Was depth, yes.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. But very speedy, yeah. It was one that looked depth from our side, but it must mean the
Yeah,
other side was
yeah.
a bit higher.
Yeah,
And obviously the centre ref
yeah.
saw that side as well.
Looks good from this side.
Very fast. Crowd's happy. What do the refs say?
3 white
3
lights,
whites.
perfect. Adapted well to that one and secured it. So now we've got a record for Francis going for 137.5 kilos. So this will be an M2 69 kilo record.
Now we have some record attempts.
And
Chipping Alicia's that she
chipping,
just set?
yes, the record that Alicia just set, looking to chip that. But Alicia is looking to attempt 142.5 kilos. So
Let's get behind
we
her.
might see a few record changes here.
Crowd's behind her though.
Yes.
Everyone wants her to get this.
And neither of them have opted for a chip. They've just decided to go for the increment of 2.5 kilos.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
Sometimes strategy-wise, it can be good to go for a chip
Yes.
because looking at totals
Yeah.
makes it harder if when you're going for bench and deadlifts, you're not
Yeah.
looking, you can't get a record.
Yeah, you can force the other person to have to jump that 2.5 kilos.
Yeah, even 0.5 kilos.
Even 0.5, yeah. So I've got that Francis has squatted 140 kilos before. So we'll see how this moves. Gets it up. We'll
Looks
see how
good.
depth is.
Looked a little high from this side, didn't it?
Slightly.
Oh,
Yeah,
refs
some
are
of the hip,
happy
but all
though.
good. Other hip was fine. Perfect. Gets the record. So
Got the
now
record.
we'll see what happens with Alicia. But next, we have another record now, but this is for the M169 kilo class with 140 kilos.
Yeah, so Frances will keep her record even if Michelle gets this,
Yeah.
being in different classes,
Yeah.
but exciting to see some records.
So Michelle is looking to extend her own record of 135 kilos. She's looking to break that record by 5.
She's looking confident.
Very. Oh, big grind. Was it depth? I
She's
didn't
happy
see
though.
downward movement. I don't think. The
Two
side rep
white lights.
did
And it's particularly impressive because she had a massive weight cut for this.
though. Perfect.
8 kilos in about 3 days.
Yeah, the announcers just said she's cut
wow.
8 kilos in 3 days.
I wouldn't recommend doing that.
To get a record after that.
69 kilos.
All
I
right.
definitely would recommend that, but it worked for her clearly. So yeah, now we've got Alicia coming out with 142.5 kilos. So this is to take Frances, the record off Frances that she just set at 137.5 kilos. So this is the M2 69 kilo class record.
And a big jump. She didn't have to take this much to get this record. She could
No.
have. She could have stayed at 138, but looking to extend her total with this one as well.
Someone in the crowd just said, "How much do you want this?" And that's the one. Very nice unrack, very steady on the walkout.
She looks focused. Whoa.
Gets it up. We'll
Bit
see
of a
what
grind.
depth is looking like. 1,
Two white lights.
Yeah, I thought from this side it was looking slightly high, but again, the hips can sit differently.
Takes the record back. All right. Next up, we've got bench, but we've got a 10-minute break. So we'll see you in 10 minutes.
Up next is the bench press. After unracking the bar, the athlete will lie completely motionless with their elbows locked. The head referee will give the start command. The bar is lowered and paused until it is motionless on the chest. The athlete will receive the press command, pushing the bar starting position. Once motionless, the rack command is given. A good lift is awarded where elbows are locked, the head and glutes remain in contact with the bench throughout the lift, the feet remain flat on the platform, adequate elbow depth is reached, there is no downward movement of the bar, and all commands are followed.
All right, and we are just 1 minute left until we get into bench. So at the moment, with the standings, we've got in the M152s, we have Natalie Bartolo forecasted first with her 120 kilo squat. We then have Tao Pham with 117 kilos, Megan with 117 as well, Tennille with 112 and a half, and Sharon ending on 102 and a half.
Going into the 57s now, M1s, we've got Helen up in front with 130. Pretty comfortable lead over Maiko, who's at 122.5. Then Mary is in third on 102.5.
Then we have the M163 women. So Megan finished on 140 and Victoria with 127. So a healthy lead there.
Under 69 M1, we've got Michelle out in front with 140, followed by Amy and Pam. 76ers, we've got Kelly. No, we don't.
I think that's it for this one. Yeah. So moving into bench. So moving into bench with the M1 women in the 52 kilo class, Natalie is currently forecasted in first, but only by a slight margin. So she's forecasted to have a 325 kilo total, with Tao at 317 and a half, and then Megan with 312 and a half. So it is very close. So this is based off of the squat that they've just completed and their openers at the moment. So now we're starting with bench. We've got Tennille coming up first with 52 and a half kilos.
She's asked for a lift off, so the spotters are able to help her get the bar out of the racks, get her into a nice comfortable position.
Yeah, so a lifter can choose whether or not they would like a handout. I find these days most people opt for a self handout, but it's just dependent on the person. Nice opener from Tennille.
Very comfortable.
There's quite a few things to look out for in the bench. So You have a start command once the chief referee and the side referees are happy with your starting position, similar to squat. And then once the bench is at the chest, you need to wait for the press command and that signifies that you can press the bar. And then once you are finished with the rep, the chief referee will tell you to rack the bar. So there's 3 signals to look out for bench. And one of the newer rules for bench is bench depth, which would be a red card infraction if that happens. So we'll see if that happens today, but lifters have had a good amount of time now to adjust to that new rule.
So we've got Sharon 7.5, which is only 2.5 below her best of 60.
Good position to be in on the opener. Bench can be finicky. It's a very technical lift.
Yeah, bench has been a bit finicky for Sharon over the last year or two. She hasn't made a heap of progress in comp, but also great bench to start with.
Very easy opener.
Very fast.
Very fast.
Left for Sharon.
Very white light.
Ashley, 60 kilos.
So just having a quick look at the openers here. Everyone is opening above body weight.
We've done the good maths with that
Yeah,
now.
I was looking over it 3 times. That's really good to see. So next we've got Megan coming out with 60 kilos for her opener. So Megan is currently forecasted in 3rd position in the M152s. Smooth opener from
Very
Megan.
fast.
No issue with that one. 3
Very white lights, and that looks to be
AK's up next with 65 kilos.
out of her return to powerlifting is 2.5 under her best. So.
Victoria with the same weight.
And we've got Maiko taking 5 kilos more than Megan with 65.
Bars later for Mako.
Nice to get some blues on there.
Yes, and very impressive bench opener. As we said, she comes from a weightlifting background where bench isn't really a focus at all. So
No.
very big bench opener from Maiko.
Are there any push in weightlifting? I suppose like the...
Just up, but
Yeah.
bench, weightlifters tend not to practice benching or train bench because there's no real need to.
Quite a technical lift as well.
Very, and you'll see that a lot of people will opt for smaller jumps in bench because it is quite technical. Nice opener from Maiko.
Doesn't look like any issues, does it?
Not at all. Very
Three white
light.
lights.
Perfect. Mary's now going to be opening on the same weight of 65 kilos.
Bars later for Mary.
Shoos Alex away because she doesn't need a hand.
Getting the bar into position.
Another newer rule with bench as well is that you can't set up with your feet on the bench, which was quite a common thing. So a lot of people have had to adjust to that.
Get tricky. Sometimes it does get you into position,
Yeah,
especially if you're having trouble getting the back arch.
So
It
a lot
can
of people
help. But
found that helped. You see the chief ref there waited for the bar to be motionless on the chest before giving that press command. So that's one of the criteria before the chief referee can give that signal, which it was 3 white lights for Mary there.
so we've got Victoria also opening with 65.
Popular number today?
Bars loaded.
Yeah, making life easy for the spotters.
Yes, just 1 blue. Nice and easy. Bar is loaded for Victoria.
Look
Very
easy.
easy opener.
Yellow. What's
She missed the press command. I did think it may have been slightly fast. As I was saying before as well, the bar wasn't completely motionless on the chest, so the chief referee was just giving her that little extra time to make sure that that was motionless.
did look a bit bouncy?
Yeah, but it was very easy, so they could still opt to go up if they would like.
sometimes it surprises you. Sometimes it bounces a bit because it's lighter than you think.
Yeah, lighter than you think, yeah. Next we've got Tao coming out with 67.5 kilos.
Careful not to put her feet on the bench, as you
Yes.
said.
So Tao's best is 72.5 kilos, so only 5 kilos below her best.
Which is huge in relation to her body weight, particularly.
Yes, huge bench. Very, very motionless on the chest for Tao.
Yeah, quite a high chest.
Yeah, high touch point as well. The 3 white lights works for her.
No issues with depth there. Helen now with also 67.5 for her opener.
Bars loaded for Helen.
And Helen's best is 75 kilos. Almost missed the press command there, I think.
A little bit
or
bouncy on her
misgrooved it a little
chest,
bit,
but
but yeah, she recovered well from it.
no issues. Refs don't have any issues with
no.
that.
Now he's up next, 72.5 kilos.
Again, could have been lighter than you think and just misgroove it slightly. Next we've got Natalie coming out with 72.5 kilos for her opening bench at 52 kilo body weight, so huge bench opener. Almost red Vicky's on the bar,
Bars loaded
almost.
for Natalie.
The bar is loaded for Nat.
Refs having a bit of a chat before we called it.
I think she knows she may have missed the press command there. She did,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she knew as well when she
Yeah.
pressed it. Sometimes you try to anticipate the press call and it can
Backfire a bit.
yeah, it can rule against your favour, unfortunately.
77.5 kilos.
Next we've got Megan coming out with 77.5 kilos for her opener.
Bar is loaded.
Also opting for a lift out.
Waits for the call.
Yeah, no troubles there. 3 white lights for
Easy opener.
Megan.
Back to the top now, on to the second attempt for bench. Starting with 55 kilos for Tennille. And this is 2.5 kilos under her
Bars
best.
loaded for Tennille. Go.
Nice and smooth second. From Tennille. Very white light.
Her and Victor look happy.
Followed by Megan Hitchler.
Next we have Sharon with 60 kilos on the
60
bar.
kilos going on the bar for Sharon.
Opting for a 2.5 kilo jump. This will equal Sharon's best.
I thought she might have gone a bit more. Looked pretty easy on her first.
Yeah,
but
she could have. But bench can be very finicky, and although it moves very quick, 2.5 kilos can change the speed of the bar quite quickly.
Ready to go. Bar is loaded for Sharon.
And the bar is loaded for Sharon. Very easy second.
happy with that for a PB, equal PB.
Can definitely see a 2.5 kilo jump moving well
White
on that
lights
first.
for Sharon.
She sometimes takes 5 kilo jumps between onto her third though, so
That's interesting.
yeah,
Another camera lifter.
we'll see what she does.
Next we have Megan with 65 kilos.
Bar's loaded for Megan. Megan's got a big support crew here today.
Smooth second attempt from Megan. Very white lights.
Crowd's gotten behind Megan today as well.
Yes. Long-term lifter. Next we got Micro with 67.5 kilos on the second.
Goes up next with 67.5 kilos on the bar. Bar is loaded for Mako.
And this
Next up will be
will be
Mary
a 2.5 kilo PB if Micro is successful. Another smooth second. Very white. It's perfect.
White lights for Mako.
Very happy with that.
Michael has looked excited every lift she gets.
Yeah, just happy.
Bringing the vibes today.
Next we have Mary opting for the same weight at 67.5 kilos. Nice second for Mary.
Nice lift for bench.
Yeah, quite
Three
smooth.
white lights for Mary. Towels up next.
Tao coming out next with 70 kilos,
Victoria.
2.5 kilo jump.
You finished out with Helen, Natalie, and Megan. Bar's loaded for Tao.
Tao's best is 72.5, so nearing that spot now. Opener was quite speedy. smooth second.
Yeah, very
Looking
comfortable.
to equal her PB on that third, I imagine. 3 white lights. And with that lift, if Natalie is successful with her bench as well, she's only 7.5 kilos behind. So it'll be a very close battle in the deadlifts. Next we've got Victoria coming out with 70 kilos on the bar.
There's a lot of mobility to get into that position like that.
It is. And Victoria's best bench is 66 kilos, so looking to take a 4 kilo PB. Waited for the command that time. And gets 3 white lights for it. New PB. Next we have Helen coming out for 72.5 kilos. Opting for a 5 kilo jump as well.
Bar is loaded. Let's go, Helen. Natalie and Megan after that.
It's interesting to see the difference in setups.
Yeah, everyone has their own way across all 3 lifts. This will be 2.5 kilos under Helen's best bench, if successful. Which looks to be quite successful. Very nice second.
Natalie shoots 3 white lights. Well done, Helen.
Next up, we've got Natalie with 75. Chosen to take a 2.5 kilo jump. Remind me what she missed her first
I
on?
was hoping you weren't going to ask me that. She missed the command, the
That's
signal.
right.
Yes,
She did.
she
Yeah.
missed the press command. So it was easy, and she is an experienced lifter, so she knows to trust herself. And also Aiden is an experienced coach, so knows to trust all involved. Opting for a handout from Alex here, just giving the instructions. Got some reds on the bar. Always nice to have reds on the bar.
I don't think she got a handout last time.
Oh, maybe not.
She's-
Yeah, maybe not. Nice handout from Alex. What do the refs think? 3 whites
3
on the
white
board.
On the first one.
Happy with that one. So for the last of our second attempt bench attempt for this flight, we have Megan with 82.5 kilos on the second, opting for a 5 kilo jump. Ready to go. Very nice second. Her best is 87. We'll see how much she jumps after that one.
It's pretty smooth. Now on to the third attempts. We have Tennille coming out, taking another 2.5 kilo jump to 57.5.
Yeah, so on to our third attempts already.
Yeah, they've gone quick
They
for
have
bench,
gone
haven't
quick.
they?
They have gone quick.
Bench can tend to drag, but they're going
It
through it
can
quite well.
sometimes, but today it's going well.
Clean up before the third round.
Wiping down that bench. Fair bit of chalk on it, it looks like.
Yes, it accumulates quite quickly.
Bar's loaded for Tennille.
Now the bar is loaded for
Last
Tennille,
bench
coming up
is
for that third
5A.
bench. Last bench of the day for her. This will equal her best bench if successful.
Ooh.
Oh, grinds it out. Very impressive.
Great fight.
See what the refs think. Was there any downward movement?
Ah,
Unfortunately, there was.
yeah, it looks like a little bit.
So there's a little bit of downward movement with that one. She did get it up though, so she can have that win.
Sharon's up next.
Yeah, gym PB.
Gym PB. Next we've got Sharon with 62.5, so opting for that 2.5 kilo jump. Which I think is wise. Take the PB.
Yeah.
Her second was quite good. Moved quite speedy.
Bar is loaded.
Just needs to execute the same.
Put her nicely on track for a total PB as well with this
Yeah,
one.
Yeah. Nice third.
Very comfortable.
What do the refs think? Perfect.
Very
Three
white
white
lights.
lights. Happy with that.
Happy. She looks surprised.
Yeah.
She looks surprised how easy it moved,
Didn't
I'd
think it would
say.
move that easy.
Megan Hinchcliffe, 67.5 kilos. Followed by
Next up, we've got Megan. 5 kilo jump from the last lifter with 67.5.
Pass load for Megan.
This will be 2.5 kilos. Below her best, but her best ever. So, given she's had that break from powerlifting, still a very good spot to be in. Perfect attempt selection.
Yeah.
Had pretty much nothing left. 3 white lights. Very happy with that.
Maiko, 70 kilos.
Next up, we've got Maiko with 70 kilos. 2.5 kilo jump.
And this will be a
Pass load for Maiko.
5 kilo total, 5 kilo PB if successful.
The last one moved pretty well.
It did, yeah. She's having a great day. Grinds through it. Perfect attempt selection again with 3 white lights. Perfect. Very happy jumping off the stage.
Who's up next? Same weight.
Next up, we've got Mary also going for 70 kilos for a third.
Another bench grind on the third.
Good attempt selection.
Yeah, 3 white lights. Perfect.
3 white lights.
23 out of 3 on the bench after a bit of a shaky start on the squats, but that's all you can ask for.
Yeah, great recovery.
Next we've got Tao with 72.5 kilos
Pass
on the
load
bar.
for Tao. Lifters in flight B, you have 2 minutes to change your openers, including the stairs.
This will equal at best bench. Another grind.
Yeah.
But recovers well. 3 white lights. Perfect. Very happy.
She looked a bit unsure. Not sure whether she thought she got downwards, but all
Yeah.
good from the ref's perspective.
Players on the same weight, followed by Helen, Natalie, and Megan.
And so Victoria coming out with 72.5 also.
It's just too heavy today, unfortunately.
Not quite there, yeah.
But still having a great day. That's her first miss of the day. So
Frank, 75 kilos.
Haven't had many misses on at all, really.
no, which
Not a
is
strength order
bench
them.
is the most missed lift because it is so technical and you can only take that 2.5 kilo jump, and that sometimes just is too much. So
Yeah.
the board's looking pretty green at the moment, which is good to see. So next we've got Helen opting for a 2.5 kilo jump from her second to 75, which brings us to those red plates on the bar.
Helen.
Smiling up to the stage. Very nice third from Helen.
Yes, Helen.
Yeah.
Equally her best, and doing very well. Happy with that.
3 white lights.
Helen's having a good day's lifting.
Next up, Natalie with 77.5.
Hands up, 77.5
Opting for a
kilos.
2.5 kilo jump.
Back on track after missing her first.
Yeah. She's handled it well.
Bar's loaded.
The bar is loaded. I have her best at 72.5 kilos, so she gets this as 5 kilo PB, which for bench is huge.
Huge baby. Not quite
Unfortunately,
there.
Too heavy today, but she does leave with that 75 kilo bench, which is still a 2.5 kilo PB.
Come on, Natalie. Megan,
But this
coming
does
up for a
mean that the battle between
M1
Natalie and Tao
63 kilo
does
bench
come a
record.
little bit closer together
Taking
now.
it from herself.
Now we have another record attempt, and we're finally seeing a chip.
We are finally seeing a chip, the first one of the day. Going
Spotters showing the refs their plate to make sure they're happy with the 0.25.
and opting for an 85.5
Bar's loaded.
kilo bench
Let's
here.
go, let's get behind her.
Crowd's behind her.
Come back.
She has benched 87 before.
Oh,
Recovers very well.
bit of a grind, but back up. What do the refs say?
Two
Yes.
white lights, gets through.
Megan's bench record joins her squat record. She's had
New
a
bench
great
record for
All right, we're going
Megan.
straight into flight B.
So now we're on to the next flight.
Don't forget,
Starting with 50 kilos for Shana.
for you, if you're interested. Lots of different colours, lots of different gear, even stuff for your Crocs if you're so into them. Gibbets they're called, did you know? I didn't. First up will be 50 kilos on the bar for Shana, followed by Amy, then Rachel.
So just looking at the standings for that
Bars loaded
first
for
flight.
Shana.
Let's go, Shana. Let's go.
We have Natalie in the 52s first with 327.5 kilo total, but only ahead by 5 kilos to Tao, which is 322.5. And then Megan is, her subtotal at the moment is 320. Sorry, her forecasted total. So top 3 is very close.
Might see some good battles.
Yeah, with those deadlifts. Very easy opener from Shauna.
Yeah, very smooth.
Good lift for Shana.
And with the M157 women, at the moment we have both Micro and Helen Frank on the same forecasted total of 325, followed by Mary with 307.5. So another battle for first place that we'll see there. Next we've got Amy with a 57.5 kilo bench
Bars loaded for Amy.
in the M169 kilo class.
Come on, Amy. You got it.
Amy opting for a lift out. Yeah, especially when you're competing with someone who hasn't spotted you before, you
Yeah.
don't train within the gym, you don't know what you're going to get.
Exactly. And you'll notice that it is the same spotter that provides the handouts for each lifter, so it is fair. Smooth opener from Rachel.
I think in some feds they allow, WRPF allows coaches to do
Yeah, and also
Mhm.
APL.
an APL.
I'm
yeah.
pretty sure it's just the IPF that it's the same.
That doesn't sound like IPF.
But it's just to have that consistency across all the
Bars loaded
lifters.
for Christy.
So next we've got Christy coming out with 62.5 kilos for her opener.
Also having a bit of a chat about her handout.
Yes. You see that Christy came in through the head of the bench, but then, sorry, through the end of the bench, but then sat up and came through the head of the bench. Nice opener from Christy. So you used to be able to enter from the back of the bench, but they've recently changed that rule.
Good lift for
Change that
Sorry.
rule as well.
There is now ways and means, but
Molly's up next.
yeah, they've just
65
recently
kilos.
changed it. So Christy got a yellow card infraction for that. Again, that can be for a range of reasons, but the most common reason is if they miss a signal.
What do you think she missed
Or,
there?
sorry, it could be butt lift as well.
Yeah,
So they
might
may
have
have
been
seen
that.
that. They may have seen that, which we can't quite see from our angle. So next we have Kylie coming out with 65 kilos on the bar. Very easy opener.
Yeah. Quite a low touch point on her chest.
Yeah.
Works for her. But
Work for her. And 3 white lights. Next we've got Sheena with 67.5 kilos for her opener.
Followed by Francis and Fiona. Bars loaded for Sheena. Let's go, Sheena.
I have here that her best is 65 and she's opening on 67.5. So,
already starting off strong.
yes. Very smooth opener, especially for a 2.5 kilo PB already.
Yeah, that's 3 white lights. Francis, 70 kilos on the bar.
Next up, we've got Francis. Francis is opening on 70 kilos.
Held the squat record for a fraction of the time. We'll still get her certificate, but
Bars loaded for Francis.
the bar's loaded for Francis. Big crowd involvement for Francis today. Her best bench is 75 kilos, so we're already not too far off that. Smooth opener from Francis.
3 wide lights, Francis.
3 white lights.
Nice smooth lift.
Next up, Fiona is also lifting 70
Bar
kilos.
is loaded for Fiona.
I believe this will already be a PB.
Yeah, that's what I'm looking at as well. Looks to be. Yeah, 2.5 kilo PB. Successful. Very smooth.
Nice little lift from Fiona.
3
3
white
wide
lights.
lights. Alicia's up next, same weight.
Alicia
bar loaded.
opting for the same weight of 70 kilos. Alicia is an M2 69 kilo lifter.
This is her only lift she doesn't have a record in currently.
What's the record?
Might be a bit out of reach. You never know at this stage, but 80.5. So it'd have to be
We'll
some
see
big
how this
jumps,
moves.
but it's
Yeah,
not
it's not
out of the
completely
realm.
out of reach.
Little
Very
bouncy on the
easy.
chest.
Yeah, a little bouncy. Was that a missed signal? We'll see.
Wait,
What?
no object.
No.
No, so it's 3 white lights. Just a little bit bouncy. That moved very well though. We could see a record attempt today.
Oh, we might
by
see one.
Alicia. Next we've got Pamela coming out with 72.5 kilos.
Bar is loaded for Pam.
The bar is loaded. Another easy opener that you want it to move.
Controlled on the way down and very fast coming back up.
Next up we have Michelle, opening on 77.5 kilos.
In our last first attempt today, we've got Michelle with 77.5 kilos.
Michelle having a great day so far, securing that squat record on her third with 140 kilos.
Bar's loaded for Michelle.
Bar is loaded.
She also does have the bench press record with 82.5.
Yeah, so we could see that being chipped again today.
Could even see it chipped on her second, depending
Yeah,
how this
depending
moves.
Opting for a wide stance. Very easy opener.
No, easy.
Michelle.
3 white lights. I imagine we'll see a record being attempted at some stage today. Now we're up to the second attempt for the second flight. So we've got Shana starting us off with 55 kilos.
Bit of a clean down of the bench again.
The bar is loaded for Shana.
Let's go, Shana. Let's go. Let's go.
Nice second attempt from Shana.
Yeah, very nice.
3 white lights. That equals her best ever bench. So looking to push for a PB on the third. Next we've got Amy coming out with 60 kilos on the bar.
Bars loaded for Amy.
Looking to add 2.5 kilos to our opener attempt. Pushes through. 3 white lights.
Another good lift for Amy. Rachel's up to 65 kilos.
Next up, we've got Rachel, 65 kilos for her second.
Opting for a 5 kilo jump.
Bars loaded for Rachel.
And this will be a 2.5 kilo PB. She hits it. Looks like her butt is hovering.
Yeah, I
From
think we
our
both
angle.
looked at
Yeah, we
each
both
other.
looked at each other like, yeah, unfortunately, that's what the yellow's for there.
Yeah.
It was quite easy, but yeah, from that descent we saw her butt hovering there.
Yeah, centre gave her a white, but difficult to see from that angle.
Yeah,
and
you can't quite see from there.
centre has also got a lot to look out for.
Yes,
It's got depth
that
and
too,
the pause
that
and
too.
everything else.
So next we've got Christy coming out with 67.5 kilos. Also looking to make a 5 kilo jump from the opener. Nice second attempt.
See what the referee say.
3 white lights.
Oh, she's
Very
very
happy with
happy.
Kylie's up next with 70
Now we've got
kilos.
Kylie, 70 on the bar for Kylie.
Fiona and Sheena.
Ref's having a chat to the spotter there. Not sure
Yeah,
what
Yeah,
they're...
not sure what form.
Kylie.
The bar is loaded. Kylie has a healthy lead in first place ahead of Fiona. Nice second attempt. 3 white lights.
Yeah, no worries there. Next up, Fiona with 72.5.
2.5. Followed by Sheena and Francis. Bars loaded for Fiona.
Fiona having a great day so far. 3 out of 3 on the squats. We can do the same for bench.
Takes her time setting up, but she's got a full minute.
Tempo to the chest, but again, works for her. Moves well. 3 white lights.
3 white lights.
Next, we've got Sheena coming out for the same weight of 72.5 kilos, opting for a 5 kilo jump. Quite a few people are opting for that 5 kilos. Feeling good after the opener.
lot of people follow a pattern of 5 kilos
Yes.
between their first and second,
Yes.
and then 2.5 for their
Yes.
thirds.
And if they've been competing for a while, that's what they do each competition. They don't tend to stray from that.
Feels quite consistent.
Yeah.
Easy to judge what it's going to feel like.
Second.
3 white lights.
3 white lights for that one.
Francis is up next. Alicia
Next we've
and
got Francis
Michelle.
coming out with 75 kilos on the bar. So between Francis and Alicia, only 2.5 kilos separates their totals at the moment, their forecasted totals. So it's another battle that we'll see in the deadlifts. And they're both taking the same jumps in bench at the moment.
Bars loaded for Francis.
And the bar is loaded. Very smooth second from Francis.
On bench, 3 white lights. Well done, Francis.
Yeah, next up we've got Alicia, also attempting 75 for a
Next, same
second.
weight, bars loaded.
And bar is loaded.
Has an advantage with a big squat to start off with.
Yeah. But she didn't opt for, I was going to say opt for a chip, but she doesn't need to because she is the lighter lifter. So,
This record, if she gets this and it moves well, record's not completely out of reach. She'd have to
Yeah.
make a bigger jump to her third
yes,
to
but you
chip
know,
at 81, but
it's still, if this moves well, it's possible. Very smooth.
nice and smooth.
There could be another 5 kilo jump coming up, to be honest. Even she's surprised with that one.
What would you do?
Very well.
What would you go?
I would jump another 5, to be honest. But it is bench.
7.5.
So, and you know yourself better. Do you go she is ahead at the moment by 2.5?
I'd
in the
probably try
forecasted
to.
total?
I'd
So-
probably try to take the record, but I think I'm overly ambitious
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be doing that.
Next up, we've got Pam. She's got 77.5 for a second.
She's going for the record.
She is going.
She's going for it. Why not?
That'll give her all 4 if she gets that one, unless someone takes her dead on total.
Yeah. It'll also make the gap between her and Francis quite bigger, a bit bigger. So
Yeah. So
What
for
they're
those
thinking about.
not looking at the scorecard, we could just see Alicia's put in 81 for a third to take the record.
nice second attempt from Pamela, 77.5 kilos.
Pam's looking good as well.
3 white lights.
Happy with that one.
Now next up we have Michelle, and this will equal her record. She's choosing not to chip it on her second.
Yeah, coming out for 82.5.
Bars loaded for Michelle.
I guess it gives you more room to play with for the third, I suppose. Or they're just not too worried about chipping.
No, well it's her own record, so
Yeah,
she's got room on her third
do what you
probably.
want. Yeah. Very nice second.
Very comfortable.
3 white lights for Michelle.
She could
Having a great
She could
day.
opt for a chip because 2.5 she might be thinking is too light, 5's too much. So,
Yeah.
and now she does have that room to play with. So, all right, we're on to our third attempt for bench now.
Back to the
We've got
start of the
Shana
quarter.
with 57.5 coming out for her last bench of the day.
For this session. 57.5 kilos going above Shana.
And we can just see that Michelle's put in 85 for her third
Yep.
attempt, which will be a record, but again, not a chip. Nice even numbers.
While you're waiting, you can quickly duck out to the snack bar, get a coffee. Linda's enjoying herself out there, I'm sure. She makes a good coffee though.
Michelle is currently
Oh, slow down
forecasted
for
30
Shana.
kilos ahead.
Shana, let's go.
So maybe she's thinking the chip isn't quite necessary, but you never know.
Yeah, not needed.
Let's go.
Nice by Shana,
Yeah,
all-time
good by
PB for her.
Shana.
Well done, Shana.
Very
Come
happy.
on, lights.
Next we have Amy coming out with 62.5 kilos,
Amy's up
jumping
next,
2.5
62.5
kilos from her
kilos
second.
Bars light for Amy. Rachel in the hole.
She's coming out a bit early though. I don't think we've called.
The clock hasn't. Yep, there we go.
I think the announcer might have called it a bit early there.
Pushes through.
Great,
But yeah, I did see a slight butt lift from my angle, so
Yep.
but she gets away with it on the other angle.
going the same way.
Two white lights.
Technical
We've
issue.
got Rachel now 65 kilos, opting to repeat her second.
Yeah. Again, one that needs to keep her butt down on this one.
Bars light
Yes,
for Rachel.
yes.
It's very comfortable. It's just getting into that right
Yeah.
position.
Christy in the hole.
I
Looked
think
better
it
from
stayed down.
here.
Yeah, looked better from this angle. Perfect,
Yeah,
three white
refs are happy.
lights.
Rachel.
She's relieved.
Yeah, adapted to the situation well.
Christy's up next with 70 kilos.
Next up, we've got Christy, 70 kilos for her third. Again, as we were saying, taking that nice 5 and then 2.5. Not quite.
Not quite. It was downward movement, so the spotters went and grabbed it, unfortunately, but push through.
Kylie's up next, 75 kilos. followed
Next,
by
we've got
Fiona
Kylie coming
Sutherland.
up with 75 kilos on the bar. Upping for a 5 and then 5 kilo jump. So very confident in her impressing today. Looking for a PB on this third attempt.
Bars loaded, Kylie.
The brakes come on, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Just a little bit too heavy today.
Yeah, it looked like she pushed it a bit too close to her shoulders and lost it a bit there, but that's all right. Still having a pretty good day.
Yeah.
Fiona up next. We're also attempting 75.
Also looking for a PB on the bench. Push it through. Nice third attempt. Through lights.
She's
Very happy with
excited.
that one.
Great day.
Coach is excited too.
Bars loaded for Sheena.
Next up, we've got Sheena.
Same weight.
Another 75 attempt.
But Sheena is in a lighter weight category.
Looking for a big PB here. Big push. We'll see if her butt stayed down for that one. And it did.
Yes,
Three white
refs are
lights.
happy.
Perfect.
She's happy.
Francis is up. 77.
Now we've got Francis. Francis is attempting 77.5 kilos.
2.5 kilo jump from her second.
Huge reaction from the crowd. Lots of support as she comes out.
Looking to secure this so she can close the gap between herself and Alicia in the 69 kilo class.
Yeah, won't be far off. Not too much between them.
No, not at all. Very nice serve. Three white lights, perfect. Happy with that one.
Another lifter having a good day.
Yeah, she looks pretty happy. Next up, we've got Pam. Pam is going to attempt 80 kilos.
Looking for a PB on her third. Having a good day so far. Looking to continue that out.
Bars loaded for
All smiles coming onto the platform. Nice third attempt again.
Very comfortable.
Three white lights.
6 from 6.
All right, now we've got Alicia coming up. Looking to chip the national record, the only record that she currently doesn't hold. So she's attempting 81 kilos.
Opting for a 6 kilo jump.
Those 75 looked comfortable.
It did, and enticed by the bench record, so you go for it.
And even if she misses this, she's still in a very good
Bars
position.
loaded for Alicia. Let's get behind
I
her.
think
Worth the risk.
The big bench.
So she's currently 2.5 kilos ahead of Frances. Will be 6 if she hits this. Not too
Not
heavy,
quite
unfortunately.
there,
There was a
yeah.
bit of a misgroove in the descent there as well,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Might have surprised her.
Yeah, not sure.
Nerves, maybe.
But she is still ahead on projected.
And now we put another record. As we said, Michelle could have taken anything above 82.5. Didn't need to be an even 2.5 jump, but she's opted to take 85 to improve on her own record.
Bars low for
The
Michelle.
bar's loaded for Michelle.
Let's get this, Michelle. Let's get behind her.
Crowd's behind her as she comes out.
Very easy third.
Yeah, looking good.
Secures the bench record for the M169 kilo class.
All right.
And that concludes the bench session for the first session of Mega Nationals. We'll take a 10-minute break and then we'll be back for deadlifts to see the many battles that will ensue.
Crowd's filling in, so stick around.
final lift is the deadlift. This is an exciting lift to watch, and the competition lead may change several times throughout. To perform a deadlift, the bar is simply lifted straight from the ground. Once complete, the athlete receives the down command, returning the bar to the floor. A good lift is awarded where knees, hips, and shoulders are locked. There was no downward movement of the bar. The thighs did not support the bar during the lift. The bar remained in the hands until it is in contact with the platform. Pay particular attention to ambitious attempt selections during this lift, as athletes and handlers push their total to secure their placing in the competition.
So we're about to hop into our deadlifts. Just before that, we're going to look at the standings. So in the 52 M1 women, we have Natalie up in first place, but only by 5 kilos. And then Tao is only in second place by another 5 kilos. So a very
1 minute to start time.
tight podium finish there. Then we've got the 57 women in the M1. We've got Helen in front with a 205 kilo subtotal, followed by Maiko at 192.5 and Mary in 172.5. Then we have the M1 under 63 women, Megan with a healthy lead up front, followed by Victoria. And then in the 69 M1 women, we have Michelle up front by 20 kilos on the subtotal, and then Pam's only ahead by 10 kilos on subtotal, with fourth not far behind. Then we have the M269 women, so we've got Alicia up front by 2.5 kilos, and then Rachel in third with 175 kilos subtotal. And then we also have the 76 M2 women. So Kylie is first at the moment with the 200 kilo subtotal, followed by Fiona in second place. So a few battles ahead of us at the end of this session, with the bar loaded for Helen coming out.
Helen is attempting 120.
Nice and snappy.
Easy done.
Sharon's up next.
And then we've got Sharon with 125.
Sharon looking to extend her great day so far.
Oh no, it looks like
127.
127.5.
There may be a loading error because the bar.
127.5 kilos.
Hang on, 127. Yeah, they've got it. They've got it. They've got it.
Yep.
All is good.
My sheet had 125, so it might have been a
there
late
may have
change.
just been a late change. Yeah.
Sharon will be Neil and Tao.
So we'll just have until 3 minutes before the start of their flight to enter any changes to their first attempt. So that may have just come right at that time.
Bar is loaded for Sharon.
Now the bar is loaded with 127.5 kilos for Sharon, looking to extend her great day. So far it's on 6 out of 6 lifts. Snappy opener.
Smooth. This is her second comp doing conventionals. She's been sumo for the past 5 years and swapped.
Interesting.
Last comp she had a couple of issues with them, a couple of issues with lockout, but doesn't look to be
No, looks
an
looks
issue
good to me.
today.
Yeah. Next we have Tennille coming out with 130 kilos.
Bar's loaded for Neil.
So you'll see that with deadlifts, there's no signal to start the lift.
Neil.
They just start whenever they like, but there is a down command that they have to listen out for. So as Emily was saying, Sharon was opting for a conventional stance. So this is a sumo stance, where the hands are inside the legs. And both have their advantages and disadvantages based on the leverages. Works for Tennille, nice and snappy. And 3 white lights for that 130 kilo opener.
Next up we've got Tao. Tao is opening with 132.5.
Where Natalie and Tao are opening on this same exact weight. So because Natalie is ahead by 5 kilos, she just has to keep matching Tao's jumps, and she has the advantage of being the higher lot number here. So that's why Tao is lifting first. So Natalie has a big advantage.
Nice
opener
and
from
quick.
Tao. One red from the front, that would be for lockout.
Yeah, her
It
hips
did look,
looked a
yeah,
little...
it looked a tiny bit short, but it could go either way, I think, in that sense. But the side refs were happy with that. So next we have Maiko coming out also with 132.5. But Maiko is in a different weight class to Natalie and Tao. Maiko is currently projected and in second. Nice opener. One red again for lockout.
Natalie's up on the same weight. 132.5.
Next up we have Natalie on the same weight, 132.5.
Very snappy opener from that. Much more in the tank.
3 wide lights.
3 white lights and up.
Mary, 135 kilos.
Next up we've got Mary, 135 kilos.
Same weight. Then Megan Travado and Victoria.
Mary Mary's in the 57 kilo M1 class today. Looking to continue the streak of good lifts.
No worries
Another-
there.
Yeah, another very nice opener.
3 wide lights, good lift. Megan Hinchley's coming up with 135 as well.
Next we have Megan Megan Hinchley with 135 kilos on the bar.
Bars loaded for Megan. Let's get it. Come on, Megan.
Crowd's really starting to fill up and they're also starting to get behind everyone.
Yeah,
which
everyone
is
loves
fun.
deadlifts.
Yeah.
Another nice opener. All openers moving as they should and how you like them to move so
3
far.
wide lights.
3 white lights.
Megan Travato's up with 152.5.
Now we have Megan Travato with 152.5 kilos on her opener.
Familiar with lifting, lifters can have their hands inside their legs or outside their legs when they're lifting. Bars loaded for Megan.
The bar is loaded. Nice opener. So the deadlift is the only record that Megan currently doesn't hold in her weight class. Where currently it is 170.
No, we're not. Victoria's
Based
up
on that
with
opener, we
155.
could see her try and attempt to break it, or she could even take 170.5 if she would like to.
Got Victoria deadlifting or opening more than her at the moment though, so Victoria might take
That's
it.
true, Victoria could take it off her.
She's here with 155 to finish off the first
Bars loaded
attempts.
for Megan.
Already.
Victoria.
Very speedy.
Yeah, again, very quick. This fight seems to be quite quick.
Yeah.
Not wasting any time.
Sweet.
And we've got greens across the board for our openers.
Long lifts, 3 wide lights. Now we're back to the top of the
And
order.
we're
Helen,
back to the
130.
start of the flight, where we have Helen with 130 kilos on the bar. 10 kilo jump from first to second.
You tend to see people take bigger jumps on their deadlifts.
Yes, for sure. It isn't uncommon to see 10, 12, 15 even kilo jumps on the deadlift. So with this lift, if both Helen and Maiko are successful with their attempts, they will be 2.5 kilos, only 2.5 kilos will
Bars loaded for
separate them.
Helen. Let's go, Helen.
Where Maiko has the advantage of having the bigger deadlift, so she'll lift last. So Helen just has to do whatever she can to try and secure that win ahead of Maiko lifting. Nice second.
She seems unfazed.
Yeah.
And
3 white lights.
137.5 going on the bar.
Sharon up next, taking 137.5.
By 140 for
As we said, deadlifts have been a bit inconsistent for her lately, so hopefully
Tina.
she's on to that today.
Looking good so far, having a great day. Very speedy.
Yeah, looking good. One red.
One for lockout.
It's a good lift.
As you were saying before, it can be. I did see maybe slightly on this side.
40 on the bar.
But she locked out a little bit uneven, and sometimes that can present as not being fully locked out. But it was very speedy, so she's still got a bit more to give. Next we've got Tennille coming out with 140 kilos on the bar. Big scream. You probably heard that through the mic.
Let's get behind her.
Ready to go.
Watch the energy.
Crowd's behind her.
This will move her from 5th to 4th place. Good second attempt.
And it's a good lift. Tennille. Mike goes up next.
Mike goes up next.
And the bar's
140
loaded
on the bar as well.
Opting for a smaller jump of 7.5 kilos.
I think Marco is having the most fun out of everyone
I
moving
would
today.
agree. I would agree. Good second.
Yeah, it looks good.
Lift.
One red for
One red
lockout
for
on
lockout.
this. Yeah, on the side that we see.
Natalie's up next. So
Again, locking out uneven can present as that.
bar's loaded for Natalie.
A few reds for lockout today, but
Yeah. Bar is loaded for Natalie, coming out with 140 kilos on the bar. Very nice, Natalie. You'll notice now that before Tao
Good lift for
lifted
Natalie.
before Natalie, and now Tao is lifting after because she has opted for a bigger jump. So now Tao's coming out with 142.5 kilos.
Is up next.
This will put Tao in a greater advantage to lift after Natalie.
Bar's loaded.
But you can change your third attempt deadlift twice. So we may see a few attempt changes come in.
yeah, you can change it up to bar is loaded, can't you?
Yeah, so even as they're changing it, if you get in your attempt before they say bar is loaded, then that's fine. Almost missed the down command there.
Steady off
Very
the
white
floor
lights.
though. Once it's off the floor,
Yeah,
it
sumo's
flies.
like that. Sumo's like that. It can be a bit harder off the floor.
Followed by Megan Hinchley.
Next we have Mary coming up with 145 kilos, also opted for a 10 kilo jump. With that deadlift from Tao, we now have
Bar's loaded for Mary.
depending on what is put in next, not much separates the two. Another nice second attempt.
Blue, what's that called?
Blue is for downward movement or hitching.
Bar's loaded.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they may have thought that the bar was resting on the thighs, so they gave her blue for that.
Either way, two white lights,
Two white
still
lights,
a good
all is
lift.
good. Next we've got Megan Hinchley coming out with 145 kilos. So Tao has opted for an 152 kilo and a half deadlift at the moment, which means that she would tie her total with Natalie with 342 and a half kilos. But Natalie would be first as she is the lighter lifter. So we may see a change there in that third deadlift
With a total
as
record.
Megan gets 3 white lights for that deadlift.
Now we've got Megan coming out for a total record if she gets this 162.5.
The bar is loaded. Let's give it some support.
Crowd getting behind her. This would break her own total record. Very nice. We could see a deadlift record attempt as well, which currently sits at 170 and 3 white lights.
Next up, we've got Victoria. Victoria's put on 165.
165 kilos going in the bar for Victoria.
Another contender to take that deadlift record on the third, potentially.
Looks pretty smooth. 3 white lights.
And we're back to the start. This is
Already
now,
onto
yeah,
thirds.
we're already onto thirds for the first fly. We have Helen opting for 140 kilos.
140 kilos on the bar for Helen.
This would put Helen would remain in first place, with a 345 kilo total. But this would only be 2.5 kilos ahead of Maiko.
The bar will be cleaned between each lifter.
And Maiko is a lighter lifter. So if Maiko equals Helen's total, she will win.
Get all the chalk off.
So we may see Maiko go up by 2.5 kilos on her third deadlift, depending on if Helen is successful or not.
Bar is loaded for Helen.
The bar is loaded for
Get
Helen.
behind all the lifters today. It's her last lift.
Crowd's excited for her. Good crowd today.
Yeah, very good crowd. Very nice third. Coach is happy.
Good lift,
Helen's
Three
happy.
white lights.
Excellent work. Textbook.
So we'll see if Maiko opts to increase her third deadlift and gun for that top spot.
Follow the same way for
But
Sharon.
first we have Tennille with 145 kilos on the bar. And she'll remain in fourth place
Up after that.
if she's successful.
So on deadlifts, we wipe down the bar between everyone on their third. Nice and clean for them.
Bar's loaded
The bar's loaded of Tennille.
for Tennille. Right, she likes the energy, so let's fire her up.
Big screen from Tennille.
Come Tennille.
Last lift of the day.
Go Tennille, hips.
Oh,
Grip
not
slipping,
quite there.
unfortunately. Yeah,
Unfortunately not
slightly too much for
today.
today.
Just a lot of grip. Oh, dizzy.
Gave
Sharon's
it
up
her all.
next with 145 kilos as well.
Next round to Sharon, who is opting for the same weight. And even if the spotters and loaders aren't changing the weight on the bar, they'll still make sure the collars are tight and there's no movement from those.
Bar's loaded for Sharon. Come on,
So
Sharon.
if Sharon's been successful here, she will move into fourth place.
Go Sharon. Push it through.
Her grip was slipping, unfortunately,
Yeah,
at the
might
top
have
there.
just missed that one. Got it up though.
Yeah, got it up, but her grip was slipping at the top, unfortunately.
To the lockout.
So next we've got Natalie coming out with 147.5 kilos. So with this lift, she'll stay in first place. But Tao, if she wants to take first place off of Natalie, will need to go up by 2.5 kilos. So she's put herself in a good position there, Tao. But it's all dependent on how this lift moves. From her second, it looked like she had a bit left in the tank.
Bar's loaded for Natalie. Let's
Bar's
go,
loaded.
Natalie. Come on. Finish it off.
Runs through it. Locks it out. Coach
She
is
looks
happy.
happy. 3 white
Everyone's
lights.
happy.
3 white lights.
So I expect to see Tao go up 2.5 kilos now. But we'll see what happens.
Tao's up next, 150 kilos.
So Tao's actually opted to go down. Mustn't think that she has 155 in her, I suppose.
Or possibly some careful attempt selection there
Yeah,
to try to push.
Yeah, because she actually does have to defend second as well, because Megan Hinchley in third, with her 155 kilo deadlift, puts her
Puts
in
her pretty
third
close.
place. Yeah, so they're thinking of second place here. So if Tao hits this lift, it will force Megan to go up by 2.5 kilos if she wants to take third place. Too heavy for today, unfortunately. Let's laugh out.
Good try.
So
Lifters in flight B, you have
Tao
2 minutes to
finishes
change your
in
openers.
third place. But Megan
Mary's up next.
could opt for a bigger jump if she wants to try and go for first place. Megan as well, she wasn't even projected to be top 3, so that is a surprise contender there. Next we have Mary coming out with 150 kilos.
She wants to be
Everyone's behind her. Yeah.
Let's hear it.
Gets it up. We'll see if she receives a blue card again for supporting on the thighs.
Bit
We'll see how the refs look at
shaky,
it.
but nah.
Middle ref for
2 white
She
lights.
got it.
And she's not mad about it.
Not at all. So now I've got Megan coming out, just looking to secure second place.
Megan Hinchley.
So she'll need this to be second
Yeah.
in the M152 class. And after that we have Maiko, who has opted to go up 2.5 kilos and try and take first place off of Helen in the 57 and 1 class.
Bars loaded for Megan.
Bars loaded for Megan.
Let's go, Megan. That's tough.
Knocks it out. Happy with it.
Yep.
3 white lights. Perfect.
Secures
Secures that
second.
place. Nice.
Now Maiko pulling for first.
Maiko's coming up.
Having a great day.
2.5.
Having a very good day. This will be equal PB. Looking. Oh no, a bit higher. 2.5
2.5
over.
kilo PB.
Openers, flight B.
Yeah, so this will equal Helen's
Bars
total.
loaded for Maiko.
But as she's 100 grams lighter, we'll put her in first place.
It all makes a difference. Running onto the platform.
Coach yelling at everyone to get around her. Oh,
Just too heavy for today,
Not quite there.
unfortunately. So Helen finished it in first. Maiko in second.
She's had a good day
And Mary in
otherwise.
third.
So Megan's tempted to break.
Still smiling off the platform.
now we've got Megan looking to take the deadlift record. 100 and already got a total record, but this will
Yep.
extend her total record.
Yeah, just looking to chip it by 0.5 kilo. which will force Victoria to have to pull 171. So because Megan's going for 170 and a half and you can't go down in weight and you can't match a chipped record, Victoria will be forced to go to 171 kilos if Megan is successful.
Not a huge jump though.
No, not at all. Yeah, so Megan's already secured 3 records, looking to secure the 4th. Very good grind. Locks it out. 3 white lights, new deadlift record, and extends the total record as well. Great day for Megan.
At least until Victoria comes out, if she makes this, we'll have all 4 records today.
Yeah, so Victoria coming out now with 171 kilos to round out the first flight of the first session. Cleaning down the bar. Victoria's best deadlift of all time is 162.5 kilos. So big PB here. And the bar's loaded.
Everyone's around her.
Locks it out. Very easy third.
Yeah, should have it.
Very happy. 3 white.
And she's happy with that.
So takes the record off of Megan. But still great days for both lifters. So now, we're on to the second and last flight for session 1 today.
Just mate, our head ref, it's just mate. National referee.
So we've got Shana starting us in this flight with 120 kilos for her opener.
And energy's high.
Very high.
Everyone's excited.
And it'll only get higher as the day progresses. It's only session 1. 2 sessions to go for the day.
And just looking at how this is set up, we've got Alicia and Francis. When we get to them, we'll be taking total records on their first attempts.
Nice.
So provided they get those, you're in a good spot.
And they're only 5 kilos apart at the moment, where, because Alicia missed that, so this is based off their openers, but because Alicia missed her 3rd bench, Francis goes ahead on forecasted. Nice opener from Shana.
Quick fire, Shana.
Very
I
quick.
almost missed her.
Yeah. Next we have Rachel coming out with 125 kilos on the bar.
Change straight away and come back down to the platform at the end of the session for the medal ceremony. So for the flight A people, start thinking about getting ready, and the flight B people need to
Rachel and Shana will be battling for 3rd, it looks like. This will put them on the same. They'll be pretty close.
Yeah.
All right,
Rachel coming out now. Very speedy. Next we have Christy coming out with 130 kilos in the bar.
Christy's up next with 130.
In the M169 kilo category.
Christy. Let's get it.
Very snappy.
Speedy.
3 white lights. Nice 130 deadlift for Christy.
Fiona's up next. No, Pam's up next.
Pam next, also attempting weight 130 for her first.
Lifters have 1 minute from bars loaded to starting, so plenty of time, no rush. Nice and smooth for Pam.
Everyone very speedy so far. 3 white lights for Pam.
Fiona's up next with 130 as well.
Next we have Fiona, also with 130 kilos on the bar.
Followed by Amy and Sheena. Bars loaded for Fiona.
You can see behind me a sign saying "Let's go, Fiona."
That's it.
Nothing to worry about there.
No. 3 whites.
White lights.
Next up, Amy with 135 as her opener.
Followed by Sheena, Michelle, Alicia. Bars loaded for Amy. Come on, Amy.
Very easy opener.
Yeah, looking good.
Sheena's up next, 140 on the bar.
Next up, Shayna with 140 as her opener.
Bars loaded.
The bar's loaded for Sheena.
Sheena.
Nice opener.
Yeah, looks happy with it. 3 white lights.
Lift, Sheena. Michelle's opening on the same weight.
Michelle with the same weight, 140.
Bars loaded for Michelle.
Michelle will have a decently healthy lead with this opener.
And as we said, Alicia going for a total record here with 142.5 on the bar.
Okay, we've got a total record coming up. Alicia Price.
Yeah, so a total record for the 69 kilo M2 women.
Let's get behind her.
This will temporarily put her in first place until Frances comes out with her opener.
Very nice.
Easy opener from Alicia.
Temporarily takes that record.
Not to be outdone,
And
Francis.
directly after, we have Frances coming out with 150 kilos, looking to take that same record straight off Alicia.
Record total for the M2.
And it will put Frances 5 kilos ahead on total.
Bars loaded.
Very nice.
Looks comfortable.
And a new total
3
record.
white lights.
Record total. That'll be good battle
To
see
round out the first attempt of deadlifts in this flight, we've got Kylie coming out with 155 kilos. With this sixth lift,
Pass lane for
if
Kylie.
successful, Kylie will have
Come on, Kylie.
a healthy lead in the M276s. Nice opener. 3 white lights.
3 white lights.
All right, second attempts. Shana's coming out with her second attempt of 130.
After that will be Rachel, Pam, and Fiona. Bit of a clean up before we start.
Quick vacuum of the platform.
Just see too on the screen that everyone's selfie's coming up. I bet they didn't know that was going to be before their head. Everyone looks lovely so far, but we'll wait to see what the juniors did with theirs.
Do I want to know?
Bars loaded for Shana.
All right, bars loaded for Shana.
Let's go, Shana.
Handle the 10 kilo jump nicely.
Yeah.
3 whites.
Good lift,
Looking
Shana.
good.
Rachel
Next
Thompson
up,
next.
we've got Rachel. Rachel's put on 135 for her second.
10 kilo
Also opting for a 10 kilo jump.
Bars loaded for Rachel. Let's get behind that. Good, Rachel.
Looks pretty good. Not super
Yeah.
fast, but some people deadlift not super fast. Didn't look like anything
Yeah, and
was
it's the second
slipping
as
there.
well. Nothing too crazy.
On her second.
So we've got Pamela now, also opting for a 10 kilo jump from the opener. Second deadlift at 140 kilos.
Bars loaded for Pam.
Not far off of a PB for Pam.
Come on, Pam. Wake up. Get some energy. Go.
Another nice second.
3 white lights. Fiona
Three
Wallace
white.
up next. Same weight.
Same weight for Fiona at 140 kilos, just tightening those collars.
Bars loaded for Fiona. Let's go, Fiona.
Opting for a hook grip.
That's
for her.
And it's 3 white lights again.
3 white lights.
Christy.
Christy up next. Christy's put 145 as her second, so a 15 kilo jump here.
Bars loaded for Christy.
Gets it up. Could be a blue card infraction coming up. Yep.
Yeah.
So unfortunately she hitched the bar a little bit on the way up.
Amy's up to the same weight.
She's a very snappy
Yeah,
deadlifter.
grip and rip,
Yeah.
as they call it. Which if you can't groove that right, you can get out of position pretty easily. So we've got Amy coming up next with the same weight of 145 kilos, opting for a 10 kilo jump from first to second. Speedy. 3 right left.
All right, next up we have another total record attempt. Alicia's put on 150.
To take that record back off Francis. I think that'll be happening quite a bit and probably for each attempt.
Bars
today.
loaded.
The bar's
Come on,
loaded.
Aisha. Let's get this. Get behind her. Come on. It's a record attempt.
Easy work. Let's go.
Nice second from Alicia, securing that total.
Okay, we've got another total
We
record
have
attempt.
Michelle's now
Michelle's coming in with a
looking
150 kilo
to
deadlift.
attempt
And this is
150
M1
kilos,
going
looking to extend that
total record.
total record
She's having a great day.
in the M169 kilo class.
Bars loaded for Michelle.
Grips through it.
Yeah, it's a bit
Locks
of
it out.
work.
Yeah. Sumo can be like that off the floor, like we were saying earlier, but she had 3 white lights. Extends that record total.
M1 under 69s. That's her third record for the day.
Now, Sheena is going for a deadlift record this time.
Under 69 kilos.
Have the spotters showing the refs their plates to show that they are
M1
correct, 250 gram plates,
kilo
to
deadlift
put her
record.
to 155.5.
Bar is loaded for Sheena. Come on, Sheena. Big lift.
Nice attempt. Left knee a little bit shaky, but it's all right.
Refs aren't.
Refs
Are happy.
Refs are happy with it.
Under 69.
So that's a new deadlift record.
Is going for a record total. And a
So
record
now we have
deadlift.
Francis looking to take the deadlift record in the 69 M2 women class, but also the total record. So taking that record back off of Alicia.
Bars loaded for Francis. Come on, Francis.
If she hits this, she will remain in first. So she will move to first place. Very nice.
Never in doubt.
Very white lights. Very happy with that lift.
Yeah, looking good.
So we might see a couple of deadlift changes between Francis and Alicia. As with Alicia's current third deadlift attempt, it would put her 2.5 kilos behind Francis. So we may see some things change. And that's only with Francis's second attempt. So with her third attempt now in, Francis would be ahead by 7.5 kilos. But first we have 165 kilos by Kylie to round out the second attempt deadlifts for this flight and session. Nice second.
Very easy.
Nice deadlift. Three white lights. Right, we're back. We're at the last.
And now we are at the third attempt.
So
So
lots
these
of
are the
noise.
last deadlifts for
Rachel
today's
is on the
session
third with
1.
40 kilos, followed
With
by
Rachel
Shana,
starting us
Christy,
off with
and then
140 kilos, opting for a 5 kilo jump from her second to third.
last lift after all hard work.
And Rachel will remain in third place if she hits this lift in the M2 69 kilo style class.
Each lift. Let's make it nice and even. Rachel, bars loaded for Rachel. Come on.
And the bar's loaded.
You worked hard. Let's get this one. Come on.
Rachel asking for the crowd support. More than happy to give it to her.
Pretty easy third attempt, to be fair.
Yeah, she's
Great
happy.
slides, very
She's
happy with
stoked.
it.
Great day. Did you?
Next up, Shana, also attempting 140.
Opting for a 10 kilo jump from first to second and second to third.
Still? Shana.
And like earlier with the other flight,
Followed by Christy.
the bar will be planed in between each third attempt.
Bars loaded for Shana.
Bars loaded.
Come on, Shana. Finish it off.
Runs through, locks it out.
Very nice.
Very nice third attempt. Gets a red for lockout, but gets 2 white, so all is good.
She's happy.
All right.
Okay, Christy reattempting 145.
Yeah, so she got that red, those reds for hitching the bar.
Hitching, yeah. But she knows it's there.
Yeah.
Bit of hype.
Bars loaded for Christy. Let's get it. Let's get behind her.
Fired up.
She's gonna
Storming
get
onto
this
the
one.
platform.
Good.
Much better this time.
Yeah, that looks a lot better. Hopefully we'll get whites for that.
Perfect, 3 white lights. Very happy with it. Next we have Pamela coming out with the same weight of 145 kilos.
145 kilos. Bar needs to be clean though. Bars loaded for Pam.
Pamela will remain in third place if successful with this
Come on,
lift
team, get behind her.
in the M1 kilo class. sticks with it, locks it out.
Looks good.
Got it.
White
Very
lights. Well
nice.
done, Fran.
3 white lights.
Great days with
Fiona will also be attempting 145 kilos.
All right, same weight going on for Fiona.
Fiona's had a good day so far. This will
Yeah.
give her 9 for 9 day if she can make this deadlift.
A lot of greens on the board today.
Fiona and coach praying to the powerlifting gods.
Come on, let's
Sniff
get
of
this.
ammonia and off you go.
Yeah, we've got it. G-squat.
Grip went.
Not quite.
Not just slightly too much today, unfortunately. But still 8 out of 9 day. Still very good.
Michelle's going to try and beat her record.
All right, Michelle going for another record total. 152.5, which will give her, which is just 2.5 more than
small
last.
jump.
But Michelle's pretty comfortable in her first position, so she doesn't need too much. Although it looks like we might get a bit of a battle for second between
Yeah.
Amy and Sheena soon.
Record M1 under 69 total. Last lift. Come on, Michelle. Go, come on, Angela. Squeeze it through. Yeah.
Knocks it out.
Crowd's
Didn't have much
happy.
left, to be honest, so
No,
2.5
but-
kilo was a good idea. 3 white lights and extends her own total world national record.
Yeah, secures her first place as well, most likely.
So next we've got Alicia coming out with 155 kilos. And she's not trying to take first place off of Frances at the moment, it looks like.
Yeah, she's got some time. It's not cold yet, but
Yeah, she may think it's too far out of reach, perhaps. But we'll see if there's any movement at the tech desk. It doesn't look like it at the moment.
Bar is low for Alicia.
Yeah, bar is loaded, so she's going for 155 kilos here.
Leave it all out there. Last one.
Go, Alicia!
Come on, let's keep going, girl.
Go, Alicia!
Push, push, push.
Knocks it out.
looks good. Not
Unfortunately, didn't quite lock it out all the way.
All right, we'll see if there's any movement here. So Amy is going for a deadlift record of 157.5. If she gets this, she'll be in second, but Sheena is also making a deadlift record attempt of 165 after her.
If Sheena wants to take second place off of Amy, then she'll need to go to 100. And actually, she could go 165 and a half.
Let's go, Amy.
She could chip
She
it.
could,
So
yes.
We'll see what happens.
She's probably watching this closely to see
Yeah.
what sort of move she needs to take. Looks good.
Looks good.
Well, she's at least
3
secured
white lights.
third.
Lights, well done, Amy.
Taking that off Pam.
Yeah, so we'll see if Sheena opts to go to 165 and a half kilos to take second place off of
Next
Amy.
up, we have a double record attempt.
But first, we have Frances coming out with 165 kilos. So this will be a deadlift record, so to extend the one she just made earlier. and also extend the total record in the M2 69 kilo class. So Frances has already secured first place, and just now the deadlift attempt by Sheena has gone up by 0.5 kilos. So they have opted to take that chip and try and take second place off of Amy.
And take her record back.
Yes.
Bar is loaded for Francis.
The bar's loaded for Frances.
Come on, Francis.
Multiple records on the
Come
line
on,
here.
step behind her.
Gets it up. Did she lock it out all the way? She did.
Yes,
Three white
three
lights.
white lights.
Extends her records
Record
and
total.
finishes it in first place.
Record.
So now we have Sheena with 165.5 kilos to try and get into second place. She will remain in third if she's unsuccessful.
But she will lose her record she's just got if she
Yeah.
doesn't make this.
Yeah.
So pulling to keep her record and also to stay in second place. Well, to be in second place. So a bit on the line for her.
Make sure the platform's ready, and bar is loaded for Sheena. She pulls.
Oh, it's
Gets
a
stuck.
bit of work.
Can she block it out? She locks it out, but
Gets
was
it
there-
up. Was there some downwards?
What do the refs think?
Not quite.
Unfortunate. One for lockout and two for downward movement.
All right. So,
All
Kylie.
right, to finish us off this morning, we have got Kylie attempting 173 kilos, which will be a deadlift record and a total record.
And she's already secured first place, so this will just extend that lead. And for a half kilo PB, it seems.
Oh, and the total record is from Carol Condon from Canberra. But she's counted too. It's all good. Yeah, but the deadlift record Kylie currently holds, so she's competing against herself.
Spotter's giving the bar a clean.
The last deadlift of the session.
She looks focused out the back there.
Ready to go.
Bars loaded for Kylie.
And the bar's loaded.
Kylie. Let's go. Get behind her. Big push.
Nice
Looks
attempt
good.
selection. Very
She's happy.
Three white.
And three white lights.
Perfect.
Carol's got to cry in the toilets. But she can't get it back because she's an M3 now, so.
All right, well, thanks for joining us this morning.
Flight A and B letters, if you can hear me, get
That's the end of our first session this morning. We're back with another session, second session of the day at 1. So we'll see you then.
So just to round out the placings, we have Natalie, who finished in first place with a 342.5 kilo total in the M152s, followed by Megan and then Tao. In the under 57 M1 women, Helen won with a 345 kilo total, followed by Maiko and Mary. Then in the M163s, we had Megan Travado finishing first with 396 kilos, and then Victorian second. Then the M169s, we had Michelle finishing at 377.5, followed by Amy and then Pamela. In the M269s, we had Frances finishing first with a 380 kilo total, followed by Alicia and Rachel. Then the 76 M2 women, we had Kylie finishing with a 373 kilo total, and then Fiona in second. Perfect. We'll see you in the second session.
The medal ceremony is starting in 1 minute, whether you're here or not. come to the platform, whether you are getting a medal or not. Please. Don't make me cranky. Come on. Good. Megan's paying attention. All right, yeah, good. Flight 8. Good job. Where's Natalie Bartolo? She needs to be up there. And Helen, and Mako, and Mary, and Megan. 2 Megans. Victoria. There's Helen. There's Flight 8. Is Victoria up there? All right.
Yeah. Well, we don't have the medals. I don't know where the medals are. Yeah.
Well,
Let me go.
sorry, I rushed you on here for nothing.
Are you gonna? I don't know if they need it. Do you know where the medals are?
Yeah, I think they're all these ones.
Slight delay. We're going to start with the M1 52 kilo class. In third place with a total of 332.5 kilos was Tao Fan. Photos. In second place with a total of 335 kilos, Megan Hinchley. In first place with a total of 342.5 kilos, Natalie Bartolo. All right, have your photos. Small wave. All right, thank you, ladies. Well done. Next up will be the M1 57 kilo class. In third place with a 322.5 kilo total is Mary Slater. In second place with a 332.5 kilo total is Mako Okamoto. In first place with a total of 345 kilos, Helen Frank. Nice work, ladies. Well done. 63 kilo class. In second place with 368.5 kilo total, Victoria Sarastavros. In first place with a 396 kilo total, Megan Travato. So close to 400. Well done. Good job, thank you. M169 kilo class. Oh, flight B lifters, sorry. Thank you, this one upper. Flight B lifters to the stage, please. Seconds. Yes. All right. M169 class in third place with 350 kilo total, Pam Tapia. In second place with a total of 352.5 kilos, Amy Culverson. And in first place with a total of 377.5 kilos, Michelle Krumazak from Canada. Excellent work. Look at the cameras. Good job. Next is the M2 under 69 kilo class. In third place with a total of 315 kilos, Rachel Toms. Also from Canada. In second place, 367.5 kilos, Alicia Price.